Westerbork, a name not often heard outside the Netherlands. Yet this quiet place carries a deep and layered history from the Second World War. In this video, we'll explore how a camp meant to offer safety slowly became a gateway, one that thousands would pass through, never to return. This is the untold story of Westerbork. Camp Westerbork was established in 1939, not by invaders but by the Dutch government. It was designed as a refugee center, a place where people fleeing rising tensions in Europe could find temporary safety. Mostly these were individuals escaping increasing restrictions and fear in neighboring countries. At first, it was a site of hope. People were sheltered, fed, and supported. But everything changed in 1940. As the Netherlands fell under occupation, so too did Westerbork. By 1942, its function had shifted completely. No longer a place of protection, Westerbork became a transit camp. Here, thousands of individuals were held temporarily before being transported elsewhere, to destinations far more dangerous. It was no longer a sanctuary. It was a waiting room to the unknown. What's surprising is that even during this dark transformation, life inside Westerbork continued. In a strange, organized way. There were schools, children played. There was even a theater group and a camp newspaper. Some residents had jobs or roles within the camp. This wasn't freedom, far from it. But it was a way to maintain dignity in an environment built to erase identity. These structured routines created a strange illusion of normal life, even while trains arrived weekly to take people away. Between 1942 and 1944, nearly 100,000 people were sent away from Westerbork. Trains departed almost every Tuesday. They went to locations further east, places from which very few would ever return. Some transports held artists, doctors, teachers, people who had once lived full, rich lives. From Westerbork, their journeys ended elsewhere, in places we only whisper about today. One of the most well-known individuals to pass through Westerbork was a young girl whose diary became world famous. Another was a woman who wrote letters, documenting daily life in the camp with painful honesty. Their stories survived, even when they did not. Through their words, we glimpse life inside Westerbork more clearly than any photo or statistic can show. Westerbork was liberated in April 1945 by Allied forces. But liberation didn't mean the camp was immediately closed. It was used for displaced persons, and even later as a detention site for those accused of collaboration. Eventually, the site became silent, but not forgotten. A memorial now stands where the railway once ran, and the camp's buildings have been preserved as a powerful reminder of what happened here. Westerbork is not just a location on a map. It's a symbol of what happens when fear replaces freedom, and when systems turn against the very people they were meant to protect. This story matters, not just for the Netherlands, not just for history lovers, but for all of us. Because remembering is the first step in never repeating. Thank you for watching. If you found this video important, please share it. And subscribe to The Hidden Creator WWII for more stories that deserve to be told.